place. Massive losses here for JustInTime. And Pinder, well, he was waiting for the right time to push. There were a couple of times, and, well, he just made his time as well. And I won't say time anymore because it's really going to insult JustInTime.
That's exactly right, Toby. I think JustInTime had a lot of good things in his play there, that's for sure. Definitely had a lot of good things for himself in the future, but I tell you what, I was not impressed with the roach opening that he chose and the way that he used it. He should have just, I don't know, I just don't think that was the play to do. He had it scouted, he knew there was a wall in at the ramp. The roaches just weren't going to work in that particular circumstance. I just don't think it was a good choice for him.
It's kind of like a lack of focus. Like, he didn't know if he wanted to attack with the roaches. Obviously, they were mistimed. He couldn't get himself in once he saw that wall there. And then he still got baited and still lost a couple of them as well because he wanted to keep that pressure on top of Pinder as much as he possibly could, but he didn't come off with it in the end. And Pinder got enough time out there. There still wasn't harassment on the expansion, and the Zerg got one base behind, which should never, ever, 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 ever happen. And in case if you didn't get that, that should never, ever happen. And he needed to stay in front of it. So JustInTime, he got into a little bit more of a tech, went for the Hydralist, didn't come off with the goods. And, well, we are headed towards match 2, so hopefully Pandan is all loaded up. And because we have headed ourselves 2 steps before, JustInTime up there on the 2 o'clock spawn as our Zerg, and Pinder as our yellow Protoss, all the way down on the 7. And please tell me you are ready to go, Pandan.
I am indeed. 3, 2, 1, and play. Alrighty, so as you said, Pinder down. We're in the exact same positions as the last map, except we are on Steps of War now, which has a incredibly fast rush distance. In fact, I'll just do a quick look over the map for you. There's his natural, there's his ramp. That's the end of the middle already. It's the opposing natural and the main for the Zerg. So this is quite a short rush distance. There's lots of different things you can do. A million different types of cheese on this map, especially thanks to these destructible rocks and this sort of third-ish second natural sort of up here on the high ground. That's a great place to put proxy void rays, for example, Toby.
It definitely is. There are so many options for what you can do on this map. I do like the ability to actually harass that natural expansion too, because it is so close to the edge. Any air can just come in from the side and harass it down, and there's not a lot of room to move your forces up there, especially if you've got like yourself like bulk anti-air. You got to try and get yourself up. You got to spread them around, and there's a very, very quick jump up towards the main. All you got to do is just head yourself up a little bit north, and you're fine from there. Probe getting harassed out from Pinder already. JustInTime, he really does not like that probe. He's sending like 5 or 6 drones to try and bring down that probe. The second it gets anywhere near his mineral line, I don't know if JustInTime thinks it's got like cooties or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It is a little bit strange because, frankly, scouting at this point isn't really doing much. He should be expecting a pool now. He should be expecting gas, and there's nothing particularly strange about it, so he shouldn't be concerned about Pinder seeing it.
Yeah, but you still want to keep it secret. Like, if you are going for a 6 build, God forbid, then you'd still want to try and keep it a secret. Or you want to keep the enemy guessing. The more scouting you get inside a base, the better it is. Like Pinder at the moment, still moving himself around, spawning pools, another maybe 20 seconds away, then plus the 30 for the lings. It takes a lot of time. Now the extractor's got three drones on top of it, pumping it out. We'll see what JustInTime does this time. Last time he didn't go for the speedling straight off there. He went for it after he actually accumulated about 200 gas, so didn't actually do anything with it. He tried to save up for that roach push, but it's just a little bit off the timing here. Pinder going for the wall once again. The drone got himself in there for JustInTime. Going to come in around, and well, gas is already running for Pinder. Drones are already up at the moment. Unit count coming up, and well, you got 18 to 15 drones, so 18 probes to 15 drones, and a couple of lings are up who are trying to get rid of that probe, who is still running himself out there, and will actually be able to outrun those lings and get himself all the way back to the main base. So he will be fine. And Roach Warren once again coming up here from JustInTime. So no speedlings, just buffing up that buffing up that time, spawning the lava on top of the hive, and well, let's see if he can actually pull off the roaches this time.
Yeah, and in response to that, we've got the Zealot out in the time it took to build your cybernetics core, and straight away with the sentry to hold off his ramp there. So Pinder is going to be pretty healthy as far as general defense goes. So be interesting to see if he goes for his 6 Roche Rush, which wasn't a big
Speedlings
fan
again.
of it. So let's look at production for
Speedlings again.
roaches.
Why? Why?
Yeah, if you're not using
Speedlings
the
and
links.
roaches.
So he's doing this 5 roach rush. Well, it looks like he'll be trying to do that again. He'll come up to this wall, be like, "Oh, I can't do it," and then slowly lose the game.
He does have the option though. Is the upside of having the speedlings is the fact that if the roaches can punch a hole, the speedlings can get themselves in very, very fast to that mineral line and take out a lot of probes. And the probes will have a lot of trouble as well. At the moment, you're seeing 2 sentries up. They've got more than enough energy to put down those force fields and hold them off. The pylon once again coming out from Pinder at the bottom of the ramp. This happened last time, and time was taken by JustInTime to actually bring down that pylon on the front side. And let's see what's going to happen. We're about to find out. 4 roaches on the front lines with 4 lings coming in as well. They're going to head themselves up. The lings are already off. The force field's gone down. 2 lings already the casualties of war here with JustInTime attacking that pylon on the front side. It is actually going to unit cap him. So Pinder can't produce anything more at the moment. The shields will hold him off until he can get more pylons up. A couple of gateways also still producing here. The sentry's not in range to actually attack those roaches. More speedlings actually now up. Are they going to get themselves in? If they can bring down that zealot, they might get themselves through. No, but the lings get brought down because they come in too close. 1 stalker, 3 sentries from behind. More lings now up again. The shields, there's enough energy for 1 more in a second. And they will be able to hold him off for another lot. And once again, JustInTime has to fall back.
Well,
Goes for the
I think
expansion. We'll have to hold that and try and recoup his losses.
well, we saw it on my screen. He did what he could have done the last map, and that's what Pinder was prepared for. On the last map, he moved his zealot around behind his cybernetics core because the roaches had the potential to shoot him from the ledge. Just then, he even discovered that the roaches had the potential to shoot that first zealot from the ledge. He took a few shots at it and then ran away. He could have easily killed that zealot. But anyway, he's left that one ling back at the front there to
we'll
spot.
stop eating him. We're going to stop eating him. Pinder on the advance towards the natural.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't rag on him so hard, but he's just struggling with decisions. And right now he's got 5 roaches off at the back over at the Zelnaga Tower when he knows there's an attack coming in. And here we got the natural spine crawler down. All of his lings will be coming in. He's pulled every single drone, and the roaches are going to come from behind. Force fielding from Pinder. Nope. He's just going to fight to the death.
This could work depending how Pinder wants to actually play it. He's going to retreat himself out and actually take the casualties. He could have actually done a lot more then, but the roaches at the right time. Now going to catch the zealots off with all the drones being pulled in. And that actually wasn't too bad for JustInTime to actually come out from that one with units lost. What have we got?
He's
Only
lost a lot of
950
drones,
resources were actually lost there by JustInTime, but he lost 1250 coming out from the Protoss, and now the lings are on their way through again to the wall of Stalkers and Sentry, and Photon Cannon coming up as well, but JustInTime already looking to be aggressive to try and get him down, and well, they can't push this one down, not with what they've got, not with that Photon Cannon now being completed as well. That's a little bit late on the timing, but just going to be happy with that expansion, having actually secured that and keeping it up.
Yeah, that's right. He should be happy that he at least got that up. He's got his first creep tumor down. He hasn't connected his 2 bases, but he is looking to expand outwards by the look of it. Evo chamber is down, not researching anything yet though, but he has put that evolution chamber down. I assume that was for getting melee attacks for his lings, because he does seem to favour a pretty high capacity ling army. Pinder though on the way out, I don't know if he's just trying to get this overlord or actually move out. Yeah, he is going to move. No, he was just trying to see if he could get a few shots off.
Supply capped again.
Oh, really?
It keeps happening. He did throw down the Evo chamber just so he could get one of those spine crawlers up, which he has now continued to move. He's moved it about three or so times. JustInTime just not happy with his place. He has gone for rich mineral field. This is a big play. If Pinder doesn't actually see this one, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, because that's going to be a lot of resources pumping in. Observer is pumping out from Pinder though, so he's going to get a very, very good look at the base. And if he brings down that expansion nice and early, JustInTime's going to have a lot of trouble. And also to note here, JustInTime not connecting his bases. He's actually moving out with the creep tumor.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And
sorry.
Yeah, I don't know how long. I don't think Pinder will scout this just in his natural course of play. I don't know whether he'll scout that anytime soon. He probably will have a look for it in the next couple of minutes or so, but he's more concerned about seeing what's going on in the natural and main. And of course, most Zergs only ever get their own detection once they spot they need it. It's never a preemptive thing. Second hatch inside the main.
Oh, what
So he
bait?
could be thinking
What
about
bait?
trying to get a bit of a timing attack here, but Pinder's already spotted that one, so of course he'll be looking after himself. His composition at the moment is looking pretty good. Colossus on the way as well. Is that Thermal Lance? No, that's just ground weapons. I've forgotten what
It's
Thermal
Ling
Lance even
Central.
looks like.
He is prepping for Ling Central. This is insane. He's going to run 4 hatcheries. He's pumped everything into minerals. We've got what? We've got one drone running on gas. That's the only thing JustInTime currently has running on gas. He hasn't even got +1 on the attack. He's got +1 on the defense. It's like, I'm going to outlast you with my mass army of Lings. He had 14 in production now. He's got 38 pumping out now. 7 roaches. He is going whatever he possibly can. Overlord's crowding around now. He's about to supply cap himself once again. But the production line has nothing more coming up for Overlords. But with that other hatchery done, he's got a little bit more room to breathe. Is Pinder going to push out? The Lings are coming out. The Lings are moving back. Pinder has spotted the expansion, or at least he was moving himself up. The shields are coming off. The Lings are trying to move themselves around, but they're not on the creep tumor. The Colossus, they're going to move themselves up towards the expansion.
Oh my.
The expansion's about to be spotted here. This could be dangerous, but no! Oh, it's a base trade. It's a base trade. They've come on through. The Rogers are going to attack here, and Pinder pulled his forces back. Oh, he doesn't go up for the rich mineral field. JustInTime is killing all the probes. Get the Lings in there and attack the probe line. Don't just attack the Nexus. Now the army from Pinder is going to come up. More reinforcements coming in from JustInTime. He has struck a blow though. He now is going to move himself in on top of Pinder's forces, and they've got completely surrounded. The Colossus can't kill them because they're all in one. They're not in one big area, so he's having to go little bit by little bit. But the production line has another 20 Lings pumping out on top of the 17, which is still up at the moment, trying to get all that pressure.